In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your fuel filter so that you stop putting this through your engine. Hi and welcome back to the channel, back with the Focus today, and this time we're replacing the fuel filter. Simple and easy job. If you've got a few hand tools lying around, you should be able to swap this out in about an hour max. Good reasons to change this is to keep the fuel that's going into your engine as clean as possible. Dirty fuel can lead to clogged up injectors, it can lead to carbon deposits, which can all hurt your performance and your gas mileage. So try to swap these out every year or two, depending upon how many miles you do. Simple job, let's get to it. The tools you're going to need are a new fuel filter, of course, a small pair of pliers for pulling a fuse, a ratchet, extensions, and an 8mm socket, plus a Phillips head screwdriver, small flat blade screwdrivers, a torch, and a permanent marker. With safety equipment, you're dealing with fuel here, so try and keep that off your skin with long sleeve clothing and rubber gloves, and keep the fuel out of your eyes. Also, have an old towel or rags handy to catch any fuel spilling on your floor. Okay, so go ahead and jack up your vehicle and support it on jack stands. The first thing we'll need to do is depressurize the fuel line. You'll want to do this so that you don't end up with fuel squirting all over you when you take your filter off. To stop this from happening and to make sure you keep your eyesight, pop your bonnet, find your fuse box, pull your blue 15 amp fuel pump fuse and start your car. When your car dies, it means that the fuel pump at the back of your car is no longer sending fuel under pressure via this line to your engine. Okay, your fuel filter will be located here, on this right-hand drive Focus that's underneath the car, just in front of the driver's side wheel. If your car is left-hand drive, we're talking about the passenger side wheel. To remove the filter, you will need to undo these 3 clips. 1, 2, 3, and unbolt this 8mm bolt. To remove the plastic clips, take a look. There's a couple of tabs on the back of them which you need to press together and then push out. They will slowly rise, which will then let you pull the fuel line out. After you've undone the 8mm bolt, the fuel filter should pull free. So the first thing to do is remove the filter from its bracket using a Phillips head. Take note of the flow direction of the old filter and attach the new filter the same way. Once that's on, it's time to put the filter back in. Start with the plastic brackets. Then reattach the 8mm screw. Don't go too tight on this, just snug it up firmly. Okay, the new fuel filter is on, but we're not done yet. Time to check that the filter is not leaking. So put your 15 amp fuel pump fuse back in, and underneath your car, check that the area is dry from fuel. Now head into the car. So what you'll do now is prime your fuel system and check for leaks. To do that, turn your key to the second marker in your ignition, and after a second or two, turn it back off. Do not start your car, just do this cycle about 3 or 4 times. What this will do is turn your fuel pump back on, and it will start sending fuel to the front of your engine, so you will be able to see if there are any leaks coming from the fuel filter you've just installed. If your clips are intact and your fuel line is in good condition, you should have no leaks and you will be good to go. Now if you do see any moisture here, do not drive your car. Find out where your leak is coming from. Is there anything loose? It's super dangerous to drive around with a leaking fuel line, so avoid doing that until you have new parts put in. Okay, so if you're all good to go, start the car, check that everything is running well, and then do one final inspection for leaks with the car running. If everything looks fine, then you're done. Take a marker and write a date and the current mileage on the filter so that you can keep a track of when it's time to swap it out again. That's it guys, please go ahead and do this if you haven't changed your fuel filter in a while. You don't want to be sending dirty fuel to your engine. There are no positives to that. It's a simple part that's cheap and easy to replace, so there really isn't any excuse not to do this. I know it can be scary to work around fuel, but hopefully I've shown you how simple this job can be.
I hope you like what you saw, and more importantly, like me, I hope you've learned something new today. If you agree, please let me know by giving this video a like. Did I miss something? Do you have anything to add? Feel free to leave a comment below. I always welcome constructive feedback. And if you'd like to see more content from the channel, please subscribe and click the bell so that you'll know when I post up something new. Now enough chit chat, go ahead and try this yourself on your car.